us down. What's the biggest reason the Lakers blew that 8-point lead with 4 minutes left?
Shot selection.
TrailBlazers.
They were terrible shot selection. They took horrible shots. Russ takes a three. Somehow, it is funny because it's a bad shooting team, and the ball ends up in Russ' hand. Wide open three, Skip. He doesn't even hesitate. Shoots it. Patrick Beverley ends up with the ball in his hand. The clock's counting down with a three. He shoots it. He has to get it up. Boom. Yeah. LeBron takes a horrible three, and boom. And so now you take bad shots. They come down there, get good quality shots, and now what you could have expanded the lead. You don't run enough. I mean, the Lakers don't run any offense. I mean, that wasn't no offense. Somehow Russell shooting the ball from 28 feet, that's part of your offense. Patrick Beverley getting the ball with the clock running down, that's a part of your offense. LeBron taking a horrible three, that's a part of your offense. That's why they lost. They are a horrible shooting team, Skip. The Lakers are shooting 21.2% from three, 25 of 118. The next worst team is shooting 29%.
And by the way, that's the second worst all-time start for a team, second only to the 2018 Atlanta Hawks.
Point two. In NBA history, there have been over 6,100 instances of a team taking at least 100 threes over a three-game span. The Lakers are shooting the second worst. As you mentioned, the 2018 Hawks shot .2. They're 21.2, I mean 21.0, and the Lakers are 21.2.
Yep.
Russ, 1 for 12 from three. Pat Beverley has 12 fouls, 3 baskets. None is a minus 44 in 44 minutes. And he's seen his minutes decrease to almost non-existent. The Lakers' offense is 30th in offensive rating. Hold on. There's only 30 teams in the NBA. That's last. They're 30th in field goals. Damn, there's 30 teams. They're last. 30th in three-point shooting. Damn, they're 30. They're last. 30th in second chance points. 30th in rebound differential. They're last. Skip, got crushed again on the glass. Josh Hart has 16 rebounds.
Crushed.
Oh, shit, man, you overreacted. It's preseason. Okay. Either you can rebound or you can't. It doesn't matter, preseason or postseason. Rebounding the basketball is still, you go up and get it. They didn't go up and get it. They still can't shoot. I don't know what Skip. Rob Pelinka got a contract extension. I don't know how. He must be got a tape. He got a tape. Like the Golden State had a tape on Draymond and somebody leaked it. He got a tape on somebody. He got a tape with somebody in the GOAT. Because ain't no way in hell you leave this team is constructed like it is and you get a contract extension. Ain't no way.
Okay. I hear everything you just said, and I'm going to take it, unlike Dak Prescott, up a notch. All right, so it's 98-90 home team.
Yes.
This is at the Crypt against a mediocre Portland team.
Yeah.
That's all they're going to be this year in the West, because the West is pretty loaded.
They're loaded.
Okay, so you're up 8 with 4:42 left. And if we could see what happened, because you're about to give up a 16-6 run to the close, and you're going to lose by 2 points.
Yes.
Okay, so it starts with a 3:55. Let's see the shots from outside the paint that the Lakers took. LeBron takes a three, a little long. Then guess who takes a three? Westbrook, and it's way short. And then
just with the shot clock running down, Pat Bev.
That's Pat Bev shot clock. Nope. And then LeBron,
Nope.
way wide left. And then that was the shot of shots, the little 17-footer. And then this is the last to tie by LeBron. Fall away with Dame on him, which was weird. But again, you got Dame on you, and you end up with that shot. Okay, now those are the outside shots. Every time you tried to go inside, you scored, okay? Now, let's look at one other play defensively, the Jeremy Grant play that gave them the lead. This is with 3 seconds left. If we could see what Jeremy Grant did to LeBron and AD. I'm going to throw AD in this also. He goes right around LeBron and goes straight up. And where's your help defense? Again, LeBron gets beaten right around inside and can't make a play on the ball. I think he's looking at AD like, can you give me a little bit of help?
It looked like he clutched it. AB thought he was just going to go right up with it, and he kind of he double pumped it.
Okay, but that was a huge defensive blunder for a team that actually has played very good defense, all told, very good.
Skip, they didn't turn the ball over that much yesterday. They created turnovers. Their defense has been good enough for them to win.
Okay.
They just can't make any shots.
All right, now let's go to the flashpoint. This is 27.3 seconds left. Russ says after the game that he's operating the way he was always taught. You know, he didn't say this, but back to his days in Oklahoma City, you go 2 for 1. Well, Russ, that's just, you have to do it. You can't do it in a vacuum. You have to say, wait a second, where are we now in this game, in this circumstance, in this situation?
Thank you.
Well, you can't just automatically say it's a 2 for 1. Wait a second, you're losing a lead down the stretch. You need to go ahead and work the clock a little bit because you're up by, what are you up a point? 102 to 101, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're up a point at this point, and
that lets you know it's basketball IQ.
Okay.
Because I wanted to ensure that we get a last shot.
Okay.
If you get a great quality shot, you won't need a last shot.
And then, to Darvin Ham's credit, he took Russ to task. He was saying that he didn't have a problem with the decision. He just said, I just wish we would have attacked the rim directly, because he made the point, Nurkic is standing back in the lane with 5 fouls.
Right.
So if Russ says, okay, let me see if I can foul him out, well, then you and I'd say, okay, we'll grit our teeth and grin and bear it,
And
right?
hopefully you make one of the two.
Okay, makes one of the two. But if you foul out Nurkic, that's a little bit of an advantage.
Yes,
okay?
absolutely.
All right. And to Darvin Ham's credit, after the game, he finally said, we don't have time for people's feelings, for people to be in their feelings, for one person to be in their feelings about when and where and how they should be in the game. I don't have any time for that. I have expressed myself on this. I don't understand why Darvin Ham went from, we are going to realign, translation, demote Russ. Remember that on that Friday, the Woj bomb dropped on ESPN, and Darvin Ham reinforced it by saying he's going to come off the bench. Remember the last preseason game? He came off the bench. And Russ played 5 minutes, and he missed 2 threes, and he had 2 turnovers. And then all of a sudden, he's walking up the tunnel with a little bit of a limp, and he says, you put me in harm's way because I pulled my hamstring. I'm not buying the hamstring pull at all, because he didn't miss any time. And then he and Darvin had a sit down, and that's why I said it felt to me like Darvin crumbled. Well, then I heard from inside that I thought, well, maybe Jeannie and Rob said, you have to start him because we're trying to trade him. And I heard from inside, it did not come from above. Darvin just decided, no, I got to keep the first ballot Hall of Famer in my starting lineup because I like his energy. So he didn't come off the bench at Golden State, and you remember what happened at Golden State. And then he goes 0 for 11 in game number 2. And then yesterday, it surprised me because I thought at 98 to 90 with 4:42 left, I wanted him not to go back to Russ. And he did yank him late in the game with, what was it, like 12.4 seconds left, but it was too late by then. The damage had been done. He put Austin Reeves in. I just think you have a better chance with Austin Reeves in the lineup than Russ, because Austin Reeves doesn't care whether he shoots or not. He's not going to take ill-advised shots, and he's going to play defense, and he's going to make smart basketball plays, and he's going to try to get LeBron and whoever else, AD, better shots in their spots.
What Russ says is what analytics provide. In that situation, Skip, you got a better chance if you make the shot of winning the ball game. It didn't look. Russ had shot the ball terrible up until that point.
Yep.
And that's what Russ needs to think. Oh, I was always talking about it. Russ, that's if you're down. Not when you're up. You don't go fast like that. And I saw a clip, and I don't know if they cut it in splice, that when he took that shot, LeBron was like...
They were doing it. No, it wasn't spliced. And AD was kind of doing it, too. They were looking at you like, what? What?
Skip, you go 2 for 1 if you're down.
Yeah.
That way, because there's time, you can, Skip.
And you go 2 for 1 when you can make shots, when you're a pretty good shooter or a very good shooter, right?
You haven't made really an outside shot. Everything that you've gotten has been attacking the basket.
No doubt.
But somehow you thought pulling up for the 17-footer would be the right choice in that situation, given how poorly you and your entire team had shot the basketball.
Okay, I got it. Now, LeBron said after the game that the quote was, I feel like this is an interview of trying to set me up to say something. I can tell you guys are in the whole Russell Westbrook category right now. And he says, that's not who I am.
Right.
Okay, I got that. But LeBron knows full well that he doesn't really need to pile on to Russ. We're going to do that for him because he has become Russell Westbrook. And as I always say, the quote-unquote GOAT needs a scapegoat, he's got one with Russ. Whether he doesn't need to say a word.
No.
He's going to get scapegoated onto Russ, and much of it Russ deserves. Okay, I don't want LeBron to get a pass for what happened because I told you last year, I counted 50. I watch every dribble of every game. I thought there were 15 times last year where the Lakers were in position to close a game and win a game, that it comes down to LeBron James. Take us home, James. Home, James. And once again yesterday, I realized that he's handicapped by Russ, that it's the anchor around his ankle right now. He has to drag him through these games. I got that. But to me, if you're up 8 with 4:42 left, it's up to LeBron, who has the highest IQ in basketball. He's still the best passer in basketball, just to figure out, take it home, get the game home.
Well, taking 2 bad threes only going to help the cause.
That's not, that won't.
I mean, he took 2 bad threes also. So let's not put Russ took an ill-advised jumper. Yes, Russ took an ill-advised 3. Pat Beverly got caught with the clock running down at the 3-point line. But LeBron took 2 horrible shots also.
Okay, and so now, through 3 games, LeBron is 7 of 27 from 3. That ranks 152nd of 162 qualified players. So he's off to the races just the way he was last year. And he's averaging 9 attempts per game. That's the 7th most in basketball. Well, you can't shoot 26% if you have the 7th most attempts. It's what was happening last year. It doesn't work. He is, to this day, as good a driver of the basketball as there is in the whole game. At what are we up to? Age, what is he? Going on?
About to be 38 in December.
38. But he's in year 20. He is still as good a driver of the basketball. He might be the best. I can't think of anybody.
His last 2 buckets, what did he do? Okay. He drove baseline on one, and he got Nurkic at the top and went down the lane on the other.
I don't know what they did. They just completely blew the defense, but he just had a wide open swoop to the hoop right down the middle.
But the basket that he got before that, he went baseline.
Hey, it was good. It's not good. It's great. It's who he is. It's what he should be. I don't know why he just thinks in his mind mathematically 3 is better than 2, and he still is focused on, I got to pass Kareem this year, and knock on wood, he doesn't want to get hurt. So he's just saying it's easier for me just to keep stroking these 3s because every once in a while he'll get on a roll and he'll make 4 out of 5 or he'll have a hot night.
Yep.
But he's not Damian Lillard. And Damian Lillard in that building, he loves that build. I've never seen. Remember the night after Kobe passed, that Friday night we were at the Super Bowl? I looked up the numbers. Dame had 48 and kind of spoiled the night that night and made 7 of 12 threes. Well, yesterday he made 6, and the Lakers made 6 total as a team.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, shooting 3s, it shouldn't be who LeBron is because it hurts the basketball team.
Yeah. Shooting 3s shouldn't be who the Lakers are.
No.
Skip, they can't shoot. There's a reason why we got great looks. Why you think teams are giving you great? Think about this, Skip. You ever know Steph Curry never get those looks? Klay Thompson never get those looks. 3-point shooters that we know are shooters, they don't get those looks.
They don't get those
There's
looks.
a reason why, Lakers, they're giving you those looks. Because they know 80% of the time, you're not going to make them. They'll let you shoot. They'll let you make 20% of those. But you shoot so many, it's not going to hurt them.
Okay, and finally, I'm going to hit this on the head one more time.
You want to send him home?
No, you just can't, not Russ. I'm back to LeBron.
Oh, okay.
On the last shot of the game, it's just, I don't want to see that. I want to see him drive the basketball. I don't care if you have to go make the free throws, just drive the basketball. And he takes a fadeaway, and sometimes he'll get hot from the fadeaway.
Oh, yeah, you make that shot. That's a shot. I can live with that.
Okay.
I'm glad he didn't jack up no 3.
Okay, but it doesn't even come close. It's way short. I'd give him a little more credit if it had a chance to go in, but it's way short. It doesn't have any chance. Never up, never in. Oldest cliche in basketball. And to me, I want to see him drive it and get fouled and go make the free throws. If you have to, just suck it up and go stand there by yourself and make 2 free throws. But he clearly doesn't trust himself at the late game free throw line, so that's what you get. I'd rather see AD shoot that shot. I'd rather you dump it into him and see if he can go make the 2 free throws.
LeBron at this juncture, they're not giving him those fouls like they would later. So
okay,
he doesn't feel, he's like, y'all not gonna give me the call. I might as well just stand out here and shoot this turnaround.
Okay, he's the greatest driver of the basketball I've ever seen, and I want to still see him do it. And yet it was typical. Yeah, to your point, at least he didn't try a 3 when you didn't need a 3. He tried a fall away 2 on Dame. So Dame's not going to be able to bother the shot.
No.
What do we give Dame? 6'3" versus 6'9"?
Probably 6.
Yeah.
6'1" maybe.
Okay, well, there you go. And that was the end of it. And LeBron deserves at least as much blame as Westbrook deserves.
Yeah, there's enough. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, you can't take those shots that he took down the stretch. You just can't do it.
Can't do it.
31 points, guys, and that does set a record, or tie a record, rather. Most games in the NBA with 20-plus points or more, he ties Karl Malone with that performance.
We run away
All
with
right,
that.
let's move on. I know, all that matters is wins. I agree.
We ain't got any of those.
Thanks for watching, Undisputed fans. Subscribe here to get the very latest from Skip and Shannon. Plus, go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.